So loud, so breathy, so screamy. The original version of the Thursday song from many, 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 many years ago. Just had a conversation with him yesterday.
Doing well and enjoying life.
Yeah, sounds like moving on up.
Awesome, that's great.
Good for Scrades.
I don't know if it's because I had so much to do recovering from Oktoberfest or I don't know, but this week seems like it's Thursday.
It is.
It's like flown by, it feels like. I don't know if it's all the things we're cramming in, baseball and activities. And
yeah, I mean, there's still a lot going on. I think the weather plays a big part in that, right? It doesn't feel so autumnal.
I don't know, man. It's like, whoa, okay, I got to do a bunch of stuff. It's the weekend almost.
But the weekend is basically here. The unofficial start is today, and we've got a lot to get to. Thursday song, original version, got that done. Office Core going to join us just after 8 o'clock. We'll find out what she's up to this weekend in the 715. And speaking of offices, a new trend in the office.
Alrighty. It's not a cubicle farm kind of thing. This is
No, something else.
All right.
We'll talk a bit more about that when we get to...
Stealing lunches out of the freezer?
No.
That's not new.
Something else. That's not new. That's a tale as old as time. Also, of course, Hypothetical Thursday. We'll ask each other hypothetical questions. And if you want to chime in, if you've got a hypothetical question you'd like to ask, you can get in touch with us. Visit rockmornings.com for all of our contact info. You can also download either app, the 95.7 The Rock app or the 92.9 The X app, and get in touch with us that way with voicemails and pictures and videos and all sorts of stuff. Music in a bit from the Pretty Reckless. Don't go anywhere.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
Did you see the two planes that collided?
Nope.
Thankfully not midair, where it probably would have been very deadly.
Like on the runway or something?
Yeah, on the runway. Two regional Delta planes full of passengers and crew
ran into
colliding while taxiing at LaGuardia Airport last night. One person on board recalling the flights absolutely smashing into each other as part of the wing was ripped off.
Ugh.
Endeavor Air Flight 5155 departing for Roanoke, Virginia, colliding with the fuselage of Endeavor Air Flight 5047, which was arriving from Charlotte, North Carolina on the airport's taxiway just before 10 o'clock last night. A passenger on the flight from Charlotte describing the chaos inside his plane's cabin after the collision as super jarring. We got absolutely smashed by another Delta flight. I don't know if we hit them or they hit us, but it was super jarring. Yeah, there's video of it all over the place, and the wing and the fuselage, and just what a mess. The damaged nose. Everybody shot forward in their seats. It was kind of a little chaotic as soon as it happened. We were shocked. No major injuries reported, but obviously people are going to be getting investigated.
Investigation.
Yeah. Jane Goodall, the pioneering British primatologist, dying yesterday at the age of 91 due to natural causes.
Had so many video page coming at me yesterday
living
about
with the
that.
monkeys, yeah. The Jane Goodall Institute has learned this morning, Wednesday, October 1st, that Dr. Jane Goodall has passed away due to natural causes. She was in California as part of her speaking tour in the U.S. Discoveries as an ethologist revolutionized science. She was a tireless advocate for the protection and restoration of our natural world. Decades-long career beginning in the forests of Tanzania. Observations of chimpanzees and their societies. Breaking previous assumptions about animal intelligence. And
she was 26 years old.
Yeah, and the
when
videos obviously of her
woods and completely,
and sort of, the thing that I think people remember most was how welcome she was into their community, right? Like, you assume you go into the jungles
behind the scenes completely, and
but she passed away at the age of 91. The government shutdown continuing. No end game in sight. Democrats holding firm to their demands. President Trump and the Republicans holding steadfast in their demands. we'll see what happens. White House threatening mass layoffs of federal workers rather than furloughs. We'll see what happens. Vice President J.D. Vance, during a visit to the White House briefing room yesterday, said, let's be honest, if this thing drags on, we are going to have to lay people off. See how that goes. Fat Bear Week has concluded.
The Bears.
And a boy, a big chunky boy.
Huh?
A big chunky boy
Chunky?
named Chunk is the winner. And Chunk won despite having a broken jaw.
Oh.
This bear's out there loading up for the winter hibernation
Ready to...
with a broken jaw. He's just hammering salmon. By the way, the videos, and I couldn't stop watching it yesterday. I was on a total rabbit
Chunk?
hole. I was on, not just him,
Team
but
Chunk?
everybody.
Oh, okay.
Well, like, at one point, I think it was him. He's like sitting in a river in a stream, and he's just kind of like sitting there like this, like do-de-do-de-do.
Yeah.
And he's absolutely surrounded by salmon. I mean, all you see is thousands of salmon surrounding him. And he's just kind of looking down and looking, and it's like, what are you doing, dude? Just grab one, bro. Like, if you're hungry, snack on one. Yeah, and then there's videos of, and this is nothing new, but the bears standing at the rocks as they're going, and the salmon are jumping, and they're just grabbing them, and they just kind of swipe, and they grab them, and then they put them in the mouth, and the salmon's going like this, and he's like just chowing down. But yeah, he had a broken jaw, but still managed to win.
The merely chubby have been winnowed away. We are left with a clash of titans. The two Fat Bear finalists are quintessential examples of success and adaptation and survival in the bear world. Our two finalists in Fat Bear Week, 856 and Chunk, are specimens of success. Chunk used his determination and adaptability to persevere through injury. Despite his broken jaw, he remains one of the biggest and fattest bears.
Oh my gosh, he's so
and he used
fat.
his determination and adaptability to persevere.
Yeah, he's a very big boy. Chunk, the towering brown bear with the broken jaw, sweeping the competition in the very popular Fat Bear Week contest. His first win after finishing in second place the last 3 years. So he said, oh, really? I'm going to be the bridesmaid, but never the bride. Watch me this year
So
with
this
a
is
broken jaw.
Alaska. Where
Yeah, so the annual online competition allows people to follow 12 bears in Alaska on a national park and preserve, live webcams. You can cast ballots in a bracket-style single elim tournament that lasts a week. Chunk, known officially as Bear number 32, beat out Bear 856, who does not have a nickname, in the final bracket. And Chunk is a big, chunky boy.
Big Bear, chase! Big Bear, chase!
What is he saying?
What? Big Bear, chase me!
Yeah. I would not want Chunk chasing me. He weighs about 1,200 pounds, estimated by contest organizers. They do not weigh individual bears during the contest because of, guess what, safety concerns. Chunk and the others have had their density scanned to bolster weight estimates in the past using laser
he's just
technology.
big. He's big is what he is. He's the dominator of the river, they call him.
You're my density. Chunk.
Huge quantities of salmon and grow very fat.
Broken jaw, though. So, like, what happens? Does that just kind of fix itself
I
while
watched
he's in
himself-
hibernation?
I don't know.
Does he just got to deal with that for the rest of his
I wonder
life?
if they'll do something about it.
Do they go into the cave and tranquilize him and then try to work on that thing?
Maybe. I don't know. They think
So it
that
can heal while he's sleeping?
happened while fighting with another male over a female this season. So
Well, I hope
he kind of
Chunk
cheats to the side.
I hope Chunk
Ouch.
won. Man, can you imagine? Still
yeah,
packing
yeah,
on the
yeah.
pounds while you got a broken jaw? Congratulations to Chunk, the winner of the annual Fat Bear contest.
The Bears.
You're not getting away from Chunk. He may weigh 1,200 pounds, but I'm guessing if he's very interested in you, he could catch you.
Yeah, just in a few months, that bear has packed on the pounds. They've got a June picture and a September picture, and he's done good by himself.
Yeah.
His hair's in great shape. A lot of oil in that salmon.
Well,
he looks very fluffy.
good fish oil.
Very
Good, yeah, and he's getting a lot of baths by being in the river.
Yeah, he
Very
looks
clean
good.
water up there in Alaska. So fresh from the spring. Congratulations to Chunk. Sports in just a bit. RockMornings.com to get in touch with us. It's the Pretty Reckless.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
One team is moving on to the NLDS.
Already?
All three other series have a decisive Game 3 later on today. The Guardians evening up their series with the Tigers at a game apiece thanks to a 6-1 win yesterday. So they'll have a third game today. The Padres beat the Cubs 3-1, even up that series at 1-1.
On the ground, shortstop. Bogart stumbles, flips to second. Yeah! Double play, and the Padres win it. Wow. San Diego shuts out the Cubs with a dominant performance from 4 pitchers. And this Padres smoke show sends the series to a decisive Game 3.
Yankees over the Red Sox 4-3.
Bednar has faced Rafael 0-2.
High ball, right center field, going back Judge is there, makes the tag! Victory for the New York Yankees, 4-3 and the season continues. It'll be a deciding game here at the stadium tomorrow, a 4-3 win tonight by the Yankees. They stay alive.
Another tight game there between the Sox and the Yankees, and the Dodgers are the team that's moving on. They beat the Reds 8-4. They're headed to Philly to face the Philadelphia Phillies in the NLDS. Today you've got 3 games, obviously, to wrap up the wild card round. Tigers Guardians, decisive Game 3, 2 o'clock on ABC this afternoon. Padres and Cubs at 4 o'clock on ESPN. And Major League Baseball forcing me to stay up way past my bedtime.
Was it a good game?
As the Red Sox and Yankees are at 7 o'clock tonight on ESPN. Yeah, I mean, other than the loss, there was certainly opportunities there for the Red Sox to win the game, but it was, again, a lot of playoff emotion and tension and all that stuff, and loading the bases and getting guys out and quality pitching and clutch hitting and things of that nature. So, yeah. It just didn't end up in my favor. So, Week 5 of the NFL regular season kicks off tonight with the 49ers at the Rams, 7:15 on Amazon Prime. Brock Purdy will not be taking the field for the 49ers. 49ers ruling him out for the matchup against the Rams tonight due to that toe injury. That means Mac Jones, who's won a couple of games already this season, filling in for Brock Purdy, will get the start at SoFi Stadium. Vikings will be taking on the Browns at 8:30 in the morning on the NFL Network on Sunday. That's in England. Lions will be at the Bengals Sunday afternoon at 3:25. Bears and Packers both on the bye week. Browns are switching quarterbacks. They're benching Joe Flacco, veteran QB Joe Flacco. They're going to turn to, not Sanders, rookie Dylan Gabriel as their starter for Sunday's game in London against the Vikings.
Oof, that's a lot of pressure, eh?
Shedeur Sanders doing some kind of weird mime thing to answer questions.
Ugh.
Yeah. Badgers, of course, back from their bye week on Saturday. They are at number 20 Michigan.
At Michigan.
That game 11 a.m. on Fox.
Ann Arbor.
Yeah, they're going to get trucked. It's going to be real ugly. It might be out of hand in the first quarter. Michigan might put 80 on them. They stink, dude. They're just so bad. They've got nothing. I mean, like, you watch them and you're like, what are you doing?
Where's the magic? Where's
anything? Just anything. Like, it just looks like they look like they couldn't beat a high school team. It just is pathetic. WNBA finals begin tomorrow night, 7 o'clock on ESPN with the Mercury at the Vegas Aces. Sportsing, Gene. It's all over the place.
Man.
So much of it.
That's why it feels really like there's a lot going on and busy, and that's why it seems like, wow, it's tomorrow's Friday already, Thursday today.
Yeah, the nice thing, I guess, if I wanted to take anything away from last night's Yankees-Red Sox game, is that it ended a little earlier than...
Because it was quick?
Tuesday nights. I don't know if it was quick. It just ended earlier. It didn't last as long, so... But there was a lot of pitching changes. I mean, like, I think the Red Sox had, like, 7 pitchers in the game. They took out the starting pitcher after, like, 2 1/3. And went to the bullpen. So, yeah, there was a lot of pitching changes, but the game seemed to wrap up a little bit quicker than Tuesday night's game.
Well, a very warm game 1 on Saturday for the Brewers.
They might have the roof closed and have the AC on.
They might. I'm for real.
Yeah. They don't have AC in there.
No, I know, but keep the as shaded as they can. Yeah. 88 or something like that.
Yeah, obviously, we'll find out this afternoon who the Brewers are going to play with the Cubs-Padres series wrapping up. I think I saw something yesterday that if the Red Sox were to beat the Yankees, then the Brewers game would be at 8 o'clock on Saturday night. But if it was the other way around, then there would be at 1 o'clock.
Wow, that's a swing.
Yeah, and the Brewer games, by the way, on TV will be on TBS, I believe, not FS1. So if you're looking for those on a national provider, that is where you'll be able to see it on Saturday for Game 1 of the NLDS with the Brewers waiting to find out who they're playing, the Cubs or the Padres.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene on your rock station.
You've seen them in front of the grocery store. Wobbly, oddly shaped. For too long, they spend this time of the year without a home. Now you can change that. This fall season, pick up a Fumpkin. That's the term for a f***ed up pumpkin. For the price of a cup of coffee, you can provide a home for Fumpkins that would otherwise spend Halloween unloved because they're shaped like something obscene, or like the Elephant Man's head, or even worse, the ones that have some sort of pumpkin herpes growing on it. But that's not their fault. They were living things in a pumpkin patch. Now they just need a home. So this fall, don't be a Fumpkin idiot. Pick up a Fumpkin.
I thought it was going to be a fugly pumpkin, but it's a effed up pumpkin. And there's a lot of them out there. We'll see what happens on Saturday at the Pumpkin Explosion at Festival, whatever it's called.
Well,
Pumpkin Mania.
Those warty ones, that's a particular variety. I think they're called knuckleheads, as a matter of fact, the specific breed for those.
I think they're talking about the typical orange ones that either sat too long and got some kind of like weird barnacles on the side or
But
something.
Those ones that you didn't used to see those varieties that had those bumps on. Then they were around a little bit, and now
there's
like
the princess ones, and
it's like they're all bumpy. We went to a orchard a couple weeks ago, and there was a few regular, and there was like millions of these bumpy ones.
We took the dogs for a walk around the block yesterday when my wife got home from work, and one of our neighbors has got, I kid you not, like 17 different varieties of pumpkins all around their house.
Blue and white and bumpy and unbumpy and
just
more
all
bumpy
sorts of,
and super and green and bumpy, and I guess the accelerated or uneven cell growth makes those warts kind of an extension of the skin, so but they're very in. Those bumpy pumpkins are in.
This Saturday, bright and early, 6:30 in the morning, pumpkin blowout at Festival right by our house. Wife very excited to
finally get some pumpkins.
Well, we got our mums. The Halloween decorations are out. I've got to work on the sandworm. I got to try to sew the so that it's one of the blow up things.
Yes.
And what they have, I'm sure
it ripped or something.
Well, the air escape that they have, because if it just blows air into it, it blows up and then it can't go anywhere. So
it's constant coming out.
Right. So there's like a hole on the side by the head, and that's where the air escapes to keep it fully inflated, but also allow it to stay standing on whatever. Anyways, that hole over time, just because it's crappy fabric and poor quality, it just tears a little bit. And I've been kind of half shutting it with some tape. Putting pieces of duct tape on it or whatever, but that's just not doing the job. So I got to get.
Can you patch it? Some sort of patch?
Probably. Well, the
like
problem is you can't.
Patch?
The problem is you can't get inside of it. You know what I mean?
You're patching it from the outside.
So you're trying to patch from the outside with nothing to really. So what I'm going to try to do is sew the hole a little bit shut with some needle and thread and see if that does the trick. We've had that thing for, 6-7 years, ever since we moved into the new house.
How big is the sandworm?
It's 9 feet tall. And it's probably 10 feet from one end to the other. It's significant. It's sizable. You never seen our sandworm?
I don't think so.
Oh, thanks for coming by.
You're welcome. Warty Goblin, Knucklehead, Goosebumps 2. Those are some of the bumpy pumpkins if you're
at blowout.
At the blowout.
Yeah, my wife was antsy about it because last year we didn't get there till they started at 7 o'clock, and there was already 40 people in the parking lot. And she told me yesterday, she's like, "Oh, they got all the thing out. They're roping it off, and they got a tractor in there." And I'm like, "I know, I saw it." Well, and they do apple spice donuts and all that stuff, and so it's gonna be a scene, man. And then we're going to a legitimate apple orchard, I think, Saturday afternoon. A couple of them out there by Trempealeau.
Nice.
Thursday Night Football on Amazon tonight. Rams hosting the 49ers. Over on NBC, Law & Order. Followed by a new episode of Law & Order SVU. Episode 7 of Tony and Ziva on Paramount Plus today. Also episode 7 of Peacemaker Season 2 on HBO Max. Over on HBO Max, you've also got the premiere of E.B. White's Charlotte's Web. Limited series on HBO Max. They're doing a new series on Charlotte's Web.
I will not be going back to the bar.
Not going back? What are you talking about?
I'm done for, Wilbur. In a while, I'll be dead.
What, I'm done for? Is that my...
Amy Adams plays Charlotte. Elijah Wood is adult Wilbur. Randall Park is Templeton. Cynthia Erivo is Goose. And Gene Smart is the narrator. A updated version of E.B. White's
beloved classic.
Charlotte's Web. So if you want to terrify your children and traumatize them for the
Maybe
rest
you
of
have
their
them
lives.
read the book first so they know.
Maybe show them that bad boy, followed by some never-ending story where the horse dies in the mud.
They made a book out of that.
The beloved white horse that he rides all over the world that ends up in the mud and dies because he's too sad. He can't get out of the mud.
Spoiler.
You know
alert.
that? You know that part, Gene?
Yeah, I do.
Maybe some Bambi where the mom doesn't make it. We made it, Mother. We made it.
No, not you.
How about Nestor, the long-haired the long-eared donkey? One of the Rankin Bass Christmas specials where the mom, they get kicked out of the barn because the donkey's got long ears. Mm-hmm. And then they get stuck in a winter storm, and the mom, lays on top of the donkey to keep him warm.
Doesn't make it.
And he wakes up, and the mom just isn't there. She's just dead and gone. And Nestor, the long-eared donkey's got to wonder, what the hell happened to my mother? Yeah, how about that? Traumatized children. With
Charlotte's Web, a new one.
Yeah, good.
New version.
I'm not going back.
Read the book first, kids. Read the book.
What do you mean you're not going back? Yeah.
I'm done for, Wilbur.
This is the big one. Late night television, Fallon has got Mark Ruffalo, Addison Rae, and Chase Infinity. Kimmel's got Jeremy Allen White and Bruce Springsteen. Jeremy Allen White, of course, playing Bruce Springsteen in that movie that's coming out at the end of the month. Also on Kimmel tonight, Living Color. Lady Gaga is going to be on with Colbert, and David Sedaris on with Seth Meyers tonight. So if you're up late, I'll be watching baseball. Red Sox Yankees don't start till 7.
So you'll be up till almost late night.
Wife just upgraded our Disney Plus package so that we've got the full ESPN now. Before it was just ESPN Plus, and you had limited ability to watch things. Now our Disney Plus package includes actual ESPN, so I can watch SportsCenter and PTI and any of the other programming. So worked right away, too. She sent me an email yesterday saying she had upgraded it. I went home and turned on the app.
Immediate?
And biggity bam, and there it was. And it was a good stream. It was good. Worry about that stuff nowadays. Did you watch anything yesterday? No?
But I was hearing, I think Taylor Swift's starting to make the night.
movie?
No, she's making the late show rounds next week, I believe.
Isn't a movie coming out this week?
It's this weekend, I believe, but she's starting to, and then the album release and stuff. But
so what's the movie? Is it just like a concert film?
You know what? I didn't even look that much.
Is it her previewing the album? Is it like an unboxing video?
I don't.
What is it?
I don't know. It's the Showgirl movie. I don't know. I can watch the promo, but I know that she's going to be making the rounds on late night television shows next week,
I'll make sure I don't tune in. Godsmack in a bit. Right now, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
Godsmack. I Stand Alone. Would be cool to see them in the area sometime soon.
Love live music.
See what happens. We had the gorilla or the chimpanzee lady. She passed away, right? Jane Goodall.
Yes.
We talked about the chunky bear.
What a fascinating life, by the way.
Chunky bear. Fat bear Chunk. Winning
Alaska's fattest bear.
The Fat Bear Contest. 1,200 plus pounds or so with a broken jaw. That's dedication. Right there. Dedication to your craft. You know what? I got in a fight with another bear. I probably won that fight. He saw the big scar on his nostril, too, right there on the snout.
I got fish to eat. Move. Get out of my way.
I probably mated with that female after I dominated this other guy with my broken jaw. And then I just chomped on salmon for the rest of the fall as I got ready for hibernation. Here's another animal story. Similar to the cow that got loose a couple of weeks ago.
And then was saved by it was like an older cow too, wasn't it?
It was like an animal
elderly
sanctuary, I think, and they ended up kind of wrangling the animal. Then they put a post on social media asking for people to fund them so they could purchase the cow from whoever was trying to dispatch it, and then they ended up getting enough money and putting the cow on some sort of
retirement pasture
type thing. Well, this is very similar, but it's with a pig. A piglet jumping off a truck.
I think I might have saw this video.
On an Iowa highway.
Jeez, it hits the pavement like, oh my God. I actually couldn't watch it because it
hits and then it bounces and rolls and all that.
It
and it's just,
yeeted itself.
Yeet. This piglet will get to live out the rest of her life on a farm. Someone named her Peppa. And a group called the Iowa Farm Sanctuary is taking her in. They say she's got some bumps and bruises and a little bit of road rash, but otherwise she's going to be okay.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Aw, Peppa Pig. Yeeting off a truck on the highway in Iowa. Cedar Rapids Animal Care and Control
really
said, you've heard of the incredible rumors, and it's true. CRACC has a brand new and very unexpected resident. This brave little piglet that we're calling Peppa decided she was destined for hogging the spotlight and made a daring leap off a truck on Highway 100. And with the helps of our friends at the Cedar Rapids Police Department and the DNR, she was safely rounded up and brought to us.
Are you here to help me or not, pig?
Yes, they were there to help you, pig. She's got a couple of bruises and some road rash, but otherwise
she rolls and tumbles. It's like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, they say that she's doing sow well, as opposed to so
very
well.
Punny.
Today she enjoyed what is likely her very first taste of grass, along with lots of staff cuddles, working closely with our amazing veterinarian and our friends at the Iowa Farm Sanctuary to ensure this little piggy finds the safe, loving, forever home she deserves. Thanks for all your continued support. We'll be sure to update you on her journey. Peppa is not and will not be available for adoption. So, meanwhile, the rest of the pigs that are on that truck are going to the slaughterhouse, baby.
She's a better than that. Come on, squeal. Squeal.
She's living in Cedar Rapids, though.
Yep. Pictures of her. It looks like she's enjoying some kind of, I don't know, apples mixed in with some kind of brown Fruit Loop and some kind of dog food mixture. Sleeping under a blanket on a couch, looking very tired. Oh, yeah, look at her there with her.
Snuggled up.
Very snuggly.
That was a jump for freedom.
Yep, did not want to be on that truck. She knew where that was ending up. Iowa Farm Sanctuary taking Peppa the pig after she yeeted off a truck on a highway in Iowa. Hypothetical Thursday is here. We'll ask each other hypothetical questions. Jean's going first today. We'll get to her question in just a bit.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Start your day with Rock Mornings.
Meta/Facebook/Zuckerberg announcing they will continue to collect data from user interactions with AI chatbots to sell targeted ads. They're sneaking ads in everywhere,
Shocking.
man. Everywhere.
Of course.
You might ask an AI chatbot how to fix a dishwasher, and the AI chatbot might say, hey, look at this. Brand new dishwashers available at so-and-so XYZ, as opposed to just giving you the advice on how to fix the dishwasher.
Well, it would give you that in addition to it. Is it like, have you checked your
Might
filter?
start with a targeted ad.
Yeah,
might
of course.
just like a YouTube video.
I was just going to say. So,
they're saying there's not a lot that you can do about it. They'll be notifying users in the coming days and will be updating their privacy policies to make it all official. And that is not all. In other tech news, Google announcing they're updating their virtual Gemini assistant for your home so that you'll be able to have full conversations rather than speak specific commands. Rolling out sometime in the next couple of months. For example, you could tell Google Gemini that your dishwasher isn't draining, ask how it should troubleshoot. It could tell you to check the filter, and you could, and then ask for the next step. It would understand that you're still talking about the dishwasher, continuing a back and forth conversation. So basically, smart devices will be able to converse similar to ChatGPT.
It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and it absolutely will not stop. Ever. Until you are dead.
So there's that. AI listening in on your conversations and then pushing targeted ads in your face.
Yes. It's been doing it for a long time.
Great. More ads.
Well, yeah. You put in my daughter wants some shoes for her birthday, and you do one search, and then it's just in every platform that you're on. Is all of a sudden, buy Adidas.
We've been at restaurants and we've been having a conversation about something, and then you take your phone out to look at Facebook, and you're like, oh, look, it's mattress ads. Where did they get the idea that I needed a mattress?
Solar lights for the garden. How did it know?
Solar lights?
I don't know. I just made things up.
You're a dirty hippie.
Yes.
Solar. The sun does all that. What do you need solar lights for? What do the solar lights do?
They light up at night.
Oh, you're talking about so you can not trip over things when you're drinking wine in the backyard?
Like in your garden, but so it
but it doesn't
lights up a path.
Okay, path lights then. All right. It is Hypothetical Thursday. Gene's going first this week. What do you got?
Elements.
Elements, as in natural
fire,
elements?
water, air. What would you control? Which would be the coolest one if you could control an element?
Fire.
It's mostly just destructive, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you met me?
So just burninating the countryside.
Trogdor, the burninator.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Middle of winter, you got 10 feet of snow in your driveway. Just go out there, burninate it down. Are we talking it comes out of my hands?
I think
like I'm a superhero type thing, or I just I have.
I think it's just you can control it.
So I can't start it.
Yes, you can start it.
Okay. Yeah, fire.
So fire starter. It's the movie.
I mean, the wind, whatever, you blow things around. What good is that?
Well, tornadoes and
I can control
hurricanes.
Well, yeah, but then now you're talking. I got to save people.
Yeah.
How do I care?
Stop them. Like your wind stopper could stop a hurricane. I'm making things up here. Real science.
Water.
This is hashtag.
Can I
water? So
can I split the sea like Moses?
Yeah,
and
I think
walk
so.
From here to England.
Sure.
Without having sharks. Create like a force field around me in the ocean. So
I would say so.
I could be in the ocean without being attacked by sharks. I don't want that. I don't want to be around the sharks. Fire is where I'm at. Fire. If I could control any element, it would be fire. Burning things up.
Because water is I don't know.
I can start something.
Freeze it, right? I would think. So you could
but I have
make
a freezer for that.
bigger scale, Brian, on the earth.
I'm just thinking about people that won't get out of the way when I'm driving, and I can start their tires on fire, and then they have to pull over and get out of my way.
So it's just about burning things down.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Destruction. Wow. Sometimes you have a little trouble starting a fire pit in the backyard, right? Just no matter how much paper and how much twisting you put in that, it just won't start for whatever reason.
You wouldn't even have to get up.
Just snap your fingers and bam, fire pit.
Roasting weenies immediately.
Yeah.
Just like this.
Hell yeah. Do I just hold my hold my hand like this and put the burger on it and the burger cooks? I mean, how does it work?
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know how do you use your element power exactly, but
yeah, I would say fire. Burn stuff down.
Destroying anything in its path.
Hell yeah. Aliens, sharks.
It sucks up air too as it gets more powerful, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So also a form of electricity almost.
Keep the house warm in the winter without paying the stupid electric bill. Just that'd be sweet. Fire, control fire.
My water could put yours fire out though.
I'd have a lot more fire. You wouldn't have enough
I could
water.
have as much water as I wanted.
I would surround you in fire.
Couldn't, because I'd have them.
All the water would evaporate from the heat.
Wouldn't. Constant mist.
I do enjoy a mist, but I don't want to control water. I'm a fire guy. You're going water?
Yeah.
Hippie.
What's this name calling this morning? This new hippie thing you're on.
Well, you're talking about water and plants and solar power. And
That's
like, Jesus.
saving spiders.
Hypothetical Thursday. Gene's question for me is, if I could control any one of the elements, which one would it be? I would control fire. Gene's going with water.
Of course.
Rockmornings.com if you want to weigh in on the subject. Let us know what element you would control. See what Office Cora has to say about that a bit later on. I'm sure she's got a dandy cooked up for us.
I'm sure.
If you could be a cartoon character
From any show.
from any show in the 70s,
What would you like?
which one would you be? See if she can expand that train of thought a little more today. We'll see what she's got.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find the daily podcast at rockmornings.com.
MLB playoffs continuing yesterday. Guardians evening up their series with the Tigers at a game apiece thanks to a 6-1 win. Padres over the Cubs 3-1, even up that series at a game apiece. And the Yankees and Red Sox also knotted up at a game apiece thanks to a 4-3 win by the Yankees. The Dodgers, however, took care of business and beat the Reds 8-4 and move on to the NLDS against the Phillies, which start on Saturday. 3 games today to decide the wild card round. Tigers Guardians 2 o'clock on ABC. Padres Cubs at 4 on ESPN. The winner of that moves on to face the Brewers. And then you've got Red Sox Yankees at 7 o'clock on ESPN. Over on Prime tonight, it's Week 5 kicking off with the 49ers at the Rams. No Brock Purdy. He's out with that toe issue. Badgers, of course, back from their bye week on Saturday in Michigan, taking on number 20 Michigan. That's
in Ann Arbor. That should be
11 a.m. kickoff on Fox on Saturday. Remember the Giants Karen who took that headband from the Chiefs fan?
the little boy wearing the Chiefs gear, 9, 10-year-old, 11-year-old, somewhere around
back in
there.
September at the Chiefs-Giants game.
I am not a thief. That little boy, when Holmes came, if you look at the video, both of our hands was on it. I didn't look in Mahomes' eyes to see where is he looking. I just seen he's handing out something. I put my hand, both of our hands was on it. I took it. Why didn't they stop me and say, hey, yo, give it to my son or my brother? But no one didn't say nothing to me. But now you are posting it 1 week later, telling me that I'm a thief. I'm not a thief. I'm not.
Number one, you shouldn't have to be told. I hear kids in the background. Imagine if someone was handing your child a delicious, sugary treat that they were waiting for at a coffee shop or something, and some guy just came up and ripped it right out of the kid's hands after they already put their hand on it. It wasn't like it was a toss-up or anything. This kid had his hand on it first, and she just reaches in. Bing.
I also can't imagine going on social media and trying to plead
innocence?
Plead my case on...
When you know you're in the wrong?
What happened there.
Well, the Chiefs have obviously gotten wind of this now. Tavia Hunt, who is the wife of the owner of the Kansas City Chiefs, Clark Hunt, has taken matters into her own hands, posting on social media, if anyone knows who this boy is, message me. This was on her Instagram story.
Well, somebody knows who that boy is.
Hours later, she had a positive update to share with her nearly 130,000 followers saying, thank you, everyone. We found him. Surprises ensuing. So, yeah. Lady can keep her sweaty old Patrick Mahomes headbands. This kid's going to get the hookup.
Oh, I am sure. Probably going to meet him.
From the Chiefs. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Keep an eye on that story. Elsewhere, John Cena wrapping up his illustrious career in the near future. One of the most recognizable figures in professional wrestling will have his final match in D.C. on December 13th, 2025, when he headlines WWE's Saturday night's main event at the Capital One Arena. And the demand to see Cena and be there is high.
I'm sure.
Front row packages reportedly selling for $25,000.
Josh up.
Premium seating for Cena's last match comes with a significant price tag. First row ringside seats are being listed at $11,500 per ticket. That's in the front market, not in the secondary market. WWE has yet to reveal his final opponent, but anticipation building for what it promises to be a very emotional night for a send-off for John Cena and you're going to pay a hefty price to be there. Hefty price. What was that? Remember that thing? What was it? Was it a UFC fight where they had the like ringside like box or whatever? What the hell was that? We were talking about that about a year ago. Can't remember what it was. But
so these are like a little.
And it was like
VIP.
$60,000, and it was like some guys with a website bought it or whatever, and it was like a couple of seats and it had some drinks, and I think it was I thought it was a UFC fight, but yeah. So we'll see what happens with this whole front row experience if they've got some kind of crazy package that they roll out or whatever. But John Cena's final match coming up in December, and it's going to be.
That's a pay-per-view? Is that a.
No, Saturday main event will be.
It'll be just regular.
Yeah.
Because that could net some income as well.
I'm sure they've got plenty of other ways that this thing in Saudi. Well, the thing in Saudi Arabia is going to take care of them for a few years. They'll be all right. Yeah. John Cena, final match.
Skipping back to baseballs. I was walking last night and watching a video about a little boy. Did you see the 9-year-old that gave the ball to the 80-year-old woman?
No.
Philadelphia he was a 9-year-old Jamison Penning. This is like 6-7 days ago.
Okay.
And he went to the game.
Phillies game,
September
obviously.
10th was the game, I guess. Philadelphia against the Mets. And he had seats along the third baseline down where the ball girl sometimes tosses foul balls into the crowd. And sure enough, in the 5th inning, that's exactly what happened. So it wasn't hit into foul territory. She threw it up there. But he got it and was like, isn't that exciting? And he thought he would cherish it forever, but it only lasted a few more innings. He overheard this woman and her family like celebrating her 80th birthday, a huge Phillies fan. And unbeknown to his parents, he walked up and handed the woman the foul ball. Her daughter was with her, and they were talking about celebrating her 80th birthday and how she'd always wanted to get a foul ball. And anyway, he went up to her afterwards, and now they're friends. So he handed it over to her before the game was over.
So
and
the
said,
kid knows what to do. But
I thought she was way older, and she can't come to many more games. I can go to more games and get more balls.
Got a text from Colton who said, was that the Jake Paul and Tyson fight? And that's exactly what it was. Yeah, remember they were selling that like ringside package where it was like a weird sort of booth that was sort of
enclosed, so you didn't have...
Well, yeah, and you were sort of by the ringside there and on an elevated platform almost. And yeah, there was like only like 4 seats in there, and there was some catered food and a couple of drinks, and it was some dudes with a website or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was the one. Thank you, Colton. Appreciate it. So I don't know if they're doing something like that for Cena's final match. It seems a bit much, but if somebody's willing to pay it.
I was just going to say, if they can sell the ticket, why not?
Hypothetical Thursday continuing in just a bit with my question for Gene. RockMornings.com if you want to get in touch with us like Colton did.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Weekdays, 6 to 9.
You've been to music festivals in the past.
I have.
I'm assuming in
of course
your younger years. Concerts, probably lots of concerts, right?
Tons.
Recent survey found that just 1 out of every 5 people, 20% of people who've attended a music festival sometime in the last 5 years have had sex.
At it?
Seems kind of low. So I don't know if these people are answering dishonestly. But if you're going to be at a place for a couple of days with a tent or a camper or someplace and there's alcohol and good times involved and maybe some mind-altering substances, you'd think that number might be higher. I mean, I heard stories about one festival recently, just occurred last year, that people were doing it right out in the open during the music festival. I heard those reports from several people.
You got to take into account the festivals that are like a one-day thing, like Lollapalooza in Chicago or whatever, where there isn't camping or the ability to do that. And so there's your skewed odds.
Survey says 38% of those people say they did it with a stranger. Holla.
Okay, name. Austin Danger Powers. Sex? Yes, please.
Yes, please.
53% of people in a survey did it with a significant other. 16% said they did it with a friend or someone they came to the festival with.
Benefits.
And another 16% said they backslid and hooked up with an ex.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
It's familiar, you know.
Well, and maybe, like I said,
Familiar
some
territory.
mind-altering substances. Maybe
We can
some
get
alcohol.
past our differences for tonight.
Right. One-time thing. Maybe it was bad, but it's been a while, and you ran into each other, and it's like,
or the sex was good, the relationship was bad.
Right. We know it's not going to work, but we knew, we were always good
knew
at that.
guy.
We're just trying to do that and add this, right? One of those things. New survey finding out that 1 out of every 5 people that have attended a music festival sometime in the last 5 years have had some sex.
Sure.
Not surprisingly, the promiscuity is highest at a place like Burning Man, with 47% of people answering the survey from Burning Man hooking up there. Most popular copulation location is in the crowd, as opposed to in a camper or a tent or somewhere like a porta potty, somewhere with privacy.
Like, just I'm surrounded.
Right there, you're up against the fence, and everyone's surrounding you, and the mood is right. It strikes you for it. I have no idea.
They don't pay you for the sex. They pay you to leave.
Yes, they pay you to leave.
Or enjoy the rest of the show.
And because of that situation, the most popular position.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
Do you want to take
summer and it's warm and you're trying to blend into the crowd, so there's only one option.
One person's facing this way and the other person is also facing that way from behind them.
Both watching.
Watching the NASCAR race.
That's right.
What is it about good sex that makes me have to crap?
New survey finding out that 1 out of every 5 people that have attended a music festival sometime in the last 5 years have had some sex.
In the crowd, I guess.
And the most popular location is in the crowd, with 33% of people saying that, yes, right out here in the open amongst these thousands of sweaty other people is where I want to get naked and do the damn thing.
Well,
she obediently performed oral sex on him.
Look, your eyes are that way.
Everyone's looking at the stage. No one's paying attention to us.
Right. Let's get a little grimy.
Oof. Speaking of getting grimy.
Yeah.
Hypothetical Thursday. Gene's question for me earlier was if I could control one of the elements, earth, air, water, fire, which one would I choose? I went with fire because it's very destructive, very purposeful. Get people out of the way on the highway with burning tires and all sorts of other stuff. Right? I can shoot little fire blazers at them and stuff. Is that what you're talking about?
Like the last airbender?
I don't know. I don't want to bend the air. I want to shoot fire at people. No.
All right.
So my question for you, we're going to expand a little bit here. You're destitute. The only way to support your family.
I did this once. I had to take a third job.
The only way to support your family, is to get on the OnlyFans. Get on the OnlyFans. No.
I was stocking
This
bar.
is not about having options. This is not about having options. You're going to open up an OnlyFans, right? Everyone's making money on the OnlyFans, doing stuff on the OnlyFans. Now, I'm not saying you got to do all the regular stuff, but what is the kinky thing that you would do, the niche thing you would do on the OnlyFans to make money to support your family? Because there's people doing all sorts of weird stuff on there.
Can you nap?
Maybe. There might be people that
napping?
There might be people that would pay to watch you naked nap.
I'm going with that then, for sure.
What's the easiest thing Gene can do to make money? That's your niche?
Well, I don't know. It sounds like there's not a lot of stress involved.
But
you
then
can
you
literally
gotta
do it anywhere. Well, mostly anywhere, I guess.
Yeah. Are you completely unclothed or are you covered with a blanket?
Of course I'm covered with a sort of ish. Like around the...
Doesn't sound like much of a niche.
It doesn't, does it?
No.
I don't know. There's something out there for everyone. Gardening?
I was waiting for that one. I was waiting for that one. I was hoping you were going to say that one.
Naked gardening, maybe.
Getting dirty in the soil?
Yes, maybe.
Look at how dirty my knees are. Go ahead, give me one of your OnlyFans lines. If I'm I'm a potential subscriber and I'm tuning in and you're trying to get my money, you're trying to get me to subscribe to your OF page, and you're the dirty gardener. So give me your best line.
I better pluck this basil. It's quite bushy.
Look how bushy this basil is.
So, yes.
Is that what you're doing?
Yes, its leaves are
So far,
abundant.
I'm getting ready to refresh and go to some other tab. Give me another line.
I'm gonna get
Entice me.
Oh, take this bushy basil and make some delicious pesto.
You got anything
later.
besides basil? Is there anything else growing in your garden? How bulbous are your tomatoes?
I have 3 basil plants right now, as a matter of fact.
That's great. Maybe you should whittle it down to one.
I trimmed the top just the other day to take they're going to seed, and I want to make one last batch of some delicious pesto.
I'm already going to the foot.
Oil
I'm going
and
to the foot girl that does Jello foot stuff.
Walnuts and garlic and a lot of parm, and I'm going to blend up that basil.
How dirty are your knees? Do you have dirty knees?
I'm going to blend that up.
No.
So it could be 2 things. I could garden, and then I could go inside, and then I could make something with
the stuff you have from your garden.
Yes.
And then nap.
It could be
what would your OnlyFans handle be? So it'd be onlyfans.com/ or at jeansdirtybasil.com. The only thing you seem to have right now is basil.
I'm sorry. That's all I can think of right now.
Maybe you should learn how to garden better and maybe management. Maybe manage your plants a little better.
I think I have some parsley. I've got...
this is not very enticing.
Herbs.
Gonna have 1, maybe 2 subscribers. You got to really hope for a rich guy from China or something like that.
Jean and her herbs. Is that a handle?
Jean's herbs. That's again not very enticing.
Green jeans and her herbs.
Green jean. All right, we're getting there. Some alliteration, some rhyming. What else you got? I'm not feeling it. I feel like maybe $2 a month is what you're getting for green jeans.
Well, then I'll clean
green jeans and her dirty basil.
And I'll work at a bar too.
You're going back behind the bar.
Yes.
All right. Well, your poor family's going to starve because Jean won't sell foot pics on the internets. You're not going to squish peanut butter and blueberries and stuff with your feet in between your toes. What if you had to eat with your feet on OnlyFans?
Can I hold a fork with my toes?
I don't know. You probably figure it out over time. And you don't have to be naked. You can keep your clothes on. Not all fully clothed. Like, you got to be in lingerie and stuff because that's, they're not tuning in for fully clothed women. We got that everywhere.
Not for long periods of time, I don't think. But I think I could maybe clutch a fork
soup
for a second.
Try some chicken noodle soup.
I'm probably not getting the whole bowl of pho down. But I might be able to,
Jody texted in and said, Jean's bushy basil. Really focus on that basil.
Yeah, I just
don't grow so
trimmed
much
all the
basil.
top, so it would have one more chance to do its thing.
What else is in your garden that you could do sexy OnlyFans with? You got any tomatoes?
No.
The lemon tree?
No.
You ever shunt anything? You ever shunt a thing? A tree in your backyard? You ever shunt? You ever do any of that?
No.
Get some kind of hybrid fruit?
Nope.
You got sunflowers?
I don't have a farm.
What the hell? What do you got?
I'm
Just like
in town
3
with a
basil
tiny
bushes
thing.
and that's it?
And I told you some parsley. I got thyme. I got oregano. I got.
All right, so you have an herb garden. You don't have anything good,
and then
though.
I have lots of flowers. Anything good, though.
So far, you got a lot
I had a lot of dill earlier this spring.
Wow, great. Sounds awesome.
I don't have a farm.
Come on over to
town.
Jean's bushy basil garden over here and watch her.
Raised bed. My neighbor has a raised bed. I borrow.
Nah. Your family's going to starve.
Yeah.
They're not eating for months and months on end. They're going to be eating basil. Sorry, kids. Mom couldn't make any money selling naked basil pictures on the interwebs.
Man, do we have some pesto?
But boy, we got some pesto. Get some pine nuts. Hypothetical Thursday. My question for Jean is, if you had to have a niche market on OnlyFans to support your family,
gardening.
What would it be? Jean said, A, can I be under a blanket and napping? Or can I just cut the tops off my stupid basil plants in my backyard with all my clothes on?
And then cook. See, I'm teaching skills at the same time.
Martha Stewart style?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Jean.
It's
the crazy, whacked out, stressed out Martha Stewart.
It's the Dickie. The
holiday.
Festive holiday
Dickie. All right.
60% of the time, it works every time.
You're going to have 1 subscriber. This will be Tom from MySpace. That's it. Office Score is coming up in a bit. Bad News Happy Music a bit later on. It's the Beastie Boys.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com.
8:15-ish on Thursdays, we're joined by the one and only Office Cora. How are you, young lady?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Doing all right. You've got a bunch of weird roommates living in your house in a very strange, hostile situation, or hostile situation, I should say, hostile, where strangers move in and out randomly in the middle of the night, and they come from Serbia and Texas, and you date them, and then you go and meet their daughter. It's very strange.
Oh my gosh.
No.
You're picking out such random facts.
I'm picking out the things I remember. They're true, though. I'm not making up stories here, Office Core. And apparently you've got someone new moving in this weekend. Is that correct?
I do. The cardiologist from Serbia has left the building.
All right.
And Shanna, the nurse from Rochester, Minnesota, is on
Rochester.
her way.
All right, so she's got a short-term gig up there.
What's her speciality in the nursing world? Does she have one? Does she have phlebotomist or something?
Well, I don't know. I will find
Hi there, stranger. Why don't you come on in and take up a room?
Well, I know she's a nurse. She's going to be at Mayo for 3 months.
Okay.
3-month gig.
3-month gig.
3-month gig.
All right.
And kind of the best of, all of my roommates, because she lives relatively close. So she works, I think, 3 or 4 days, and then she's going back to Rochester.
Yeah. You got a bike? Do you still have the bike rider lady? Wasn't there a lady with a bicycle ride living in your house?
Yes, that was over the winter. She was December, January, February last year.
All right, so you got a new roommate / tenant moving in this weekend. What else you got going on?
I will be at that lake house.
That's right.
Dog sitting. It's kind of the best gig ever.
So you just let him go to your house when you're not there, huh?
Yeah. And I get to play with a giant dog.
Yeah,
so
I do.
I like it.
All right, so other than dog sitting, what do you got going on this weekend?
We have a historic house downtown Eau Claire called the Schlegelmilch House, and it's a museum, and I've never been inside, but I've always wanted to. And they've kind of gotten together with those escape rooms, and there's an escape room in the basement of the Schlegelmilch House. It's also a fundraiser for the Chippewa Valley Museum, and all my kids are coming into town for the weekend, and we're a whole group of us are going to do this escape room, and it's called the Enchanted Order, and it's 7 witches and 7 sections that you have to solve the puzzles to get out.
Sounds fun and interesting and challenging.
Kind of Halloween themed, spooky. And I've only done an escape room once before.
Did you get out?
So close.
I think I remember the last time we talked to you about that. You were right up against the time frame, and you were just about ready to open the door.
Yep, the buzzer buzzed. Didn't get out. That's
all right.
Sad.
So you're doing an escape room.
That's downtown. At the same time, the UW Eau Claire Homecoming Parade is going to be marching through.
There you go.
That is 10 to 11 on Saturday, and I'm going to be in the escape room at 11 o'clock on Saturday. So kind of I don't know. I'm pretending it's a parade for me.
So you're going to catch a little of the parade, then you're going to go into the creepy basement and try to get yourself out of the escape room.
Yes.
And you got a dog sitting thing going on. You got a new strange person moving into your house. What else are you doing?
Well, the parade goes from 2nd Avenue to the Sonnentag Center, and on Saturday at the Sonnentag Center on Saturday night is I Love the 90s tour.
Ooh, is that Rob Bass and Vanilla Ice?
Yes, Vanilla Ice coming to town, Rob Bass, Tone Loc. It's going to be, this weekend is just going to be packed.
Boy, Office Score is going to be real busy.
Mm-hmm. You'll like that show. That was here in La Crosse, and it well received, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Office Core, it's also...
Plus the lake house and the dog.
Also Hypothetical Thursday, and we ask each other hypothetical questions. Do you have one for us before we ask you our questions?
Yes. Okay. If you could instantly master one skill, but only if you gave up your ability to Google anything for an entire year, would you do it?
Yeah, of
And
course.
what skill would you pick?
Guitar.
No Googling anything. What skill would you pick?
I'd be a guitar player, and then I'd be world famous and rich and tour all around. And
yeah,
Be a successful musician.
Well, see, that would be good. That would be good, but you can't Google, like what's going on in this city that I'm going to.
Can somebody else near me Google it? The person I'm paying to Google things for me?
Oh, you're such a cheater.
I'm not a cheater. That's what you do when you're rich and famous. You have someone who does that for you.
Can this person over here do that for me?
Gene would probably give up Google for how to garden better.
No, not gardening. Woodworking.
Woodworking? You'd be a lathe? You'd work a lathe?
Well, you could do that for a living and then charge lots of money for your, you know what I mean, artistic pieces.
Yes.
Do that with guitar playing.
Yeah.
I like it.
Office Core, what skill do you want to master?
I think I would do where I would know every language. I could travel around the whole world talking to everybody.
You'd be a linguistics major?
Yes.
Someone?
Every language.
What about debating? Do you like to debate people?
Sometimes.
Be a master debater?
I don't think so. She doesn't strike me as that. No. I don't think so. Can you imagine having to travel, but you couldn't Google? You'd have to have everybody else book everything for you?
Yeah, but that's why you're rich and famous from the guitar playing.
From the linguistics?
How would I get rich
Tell
and
me
famous
how you're getting rich and famous.
Well, you're not, but that's why I would choose guitar playing, is because I'd be rich and famous and someone would do it for me. I wouldn't have to think about it.
She's just over there talking to herself
that's
in multiple languages.
That's poor people stuff. You know who has to Google where they're going? Poor people. All right? Us. Rich people don't have to. Someone else does all that for them.
I could get roommates for all over the world and have a conversation with them.
Office Core would have houses, tenements in all sorts of cities.
Nothing would change. She'd just be able to communicate.
Of nurses and Serbians living together.
Would be nice. She'd still
She'd
have
be
her own
dating
house.
dudes from Texas and Colorado, driving to their house.
Linguistics.
Office Core, I asked Gene, my question for Gene this morning was, if you were, this is again hypothetical. Okay. You're destitute. You have no way to provide for yourself, so you decide to start an OnlyFans. And what would your niche be? What niche would you create for yourself in order to stand out and make the most amount of money on an OnlyFans channel?
Okay, for some reason I really like watching this, and it's those people that unwrap packages. I would be that. I would be like the queen, the unboxing queen.
Mm-hmm. Be the unboxer. So you would get new products and you would unbox them and make OnlyFans videos.
Yes.
And you would have no subscribers, so you would be destitute.
Slow teasing unboxing in minimal clothing.
Right. What?
See, Office Core gets the assignment. Minimal clothing, slow, teasing. Gene's over here, I'm going to cut my basil in my garden.
I would.
I'd be doing things like, careful, this package might blow your mind.
See?
You know what I mean?
Someone who gets the assignment here. You're supposed to suspend belief and be a part of the program here. Gene's over here, I got to go home and cut my basil.
My basil gets overgrown. That's all I'm saying. Cora,
hey,
and then you got
some of this basil? Want to watch me go inside and eat the basil?
I do grow basil. I would pick it.
There was no sexiness to the basil. She didn't amplify it at all. There was nothing to tease me and taunt and tantalize.
So do you watch people open boxes because you want to see what's inside of it? Like it's a surprise, like it's always a birthday present?
Do they open one flap and shut it right after? Like one of those situations?
Is it better if it's got packing peanuts in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the ultimate? Is it bubble wrap or packing peanuts?
I like both.
Do they ever have a box inside of a box inside of a box inside of a box?
Inception.
No, that would be annoying. I don't want that. I don't want to be teased that much.
Ryan, very smart. We just
want
got
me to unwrap more than just this box?
Again, kind of Gene.
Oh, my OnlyFans page would be popping.
Would you like to see something else that's flowering right now? Nothing from her.
Basil.
I got to pick my basil and go inside with it and make
I'm
pesto.
not good at that oil. It's not.
You want some pesto over here?
I make mine
Does
with
this
walnuts
turn you on, my pesto?
versus pine nuts because
Look
they're a
at
lot
my
cheaper.
pesto.
Cora.
It's green.
Cora.
It's the name of my OnlyFans page, Green Gene.
Ooh, the name of my page would be at What's in My Box.
Jesus. I got to trade you out for a new model because this one gets it. Gene has no effing clue what's going on.
Unboxing things.
All right, Office Core. Always a pleasure. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next.
Yes, you too.
We might have to, FYI, we may have to change your day next week because Thursday and Friday we won't be here in the morning, FYI.
Oh, okay.
We'll be in touch.
Okay, let me know.
All right,
Have a great day.
Gets the assignment, Gene. Totally gets the assignment.
Unboxing family heirloom. I just Googled unboxing things, Cora.
Speaking of losing the ability of Googling in order to gain some sort of... Ryan actually, with a workaround, said, couldn't you just ask Jeeves instead of Googling it?
You could...
Yahoo it.
Well, you're famous guitar player now, so you're just somebody else is taking care of it.
Some poor person does that for me instead of me. I'm the poor person that has to do it right now.
Yeah, it's a big one.
That's what she said. Unboxing
Thanks, Cora.
video. You want me to take something else off? Did you hear that? She gets it. She likes to play the game. That's what it is. It's a game. You're supposed to play. Oh, want some basil?
It's anonymous, it's fast, and it's free.
I got a lot of basil.
No, it's part of the
Tune in tomorrow where I cut more basil off the basil plant.
That's two big ones.
Yeah.
Part of the mint
I got
family,
two
Brian.
big basil
Did you know
plants.
that?
Yeah, part of the mint family. You like that mint?
He would hold it out to my mouth. I would say a couple words, and then he'd pull it back.
That's what I'm going to do with this basil.
It can grow inside or out, Brian. It's very versatile.
Holding this basil out to
Thrives
your
in
mouth.
the sunshine.
I got to get some pine nuts. You like that word, nuts?
I can't decide if I want top or bottom.
It's a culinary herb, Brian.
Office Core's over here talking about opening boxes and revealing clothing. We want some basil.
Antioxidant characteristics.
I
Did you know that?
got a leafy substance in my backyard. Subscribe to my OnlyFans. Hit the like button.
So I think it's good for heart health. If I'm not
Hypothetical. It's hypothetical. You're supposed to imagine things. Bad News Happy Music is coming up in a bit.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. More from Brian and Gene is coming up.
You're about to enter a beautiful, exciting, wonderful new world.
A cockroach living in your nostril. Now that's just nasty. Add in some haven't pooped for 30 days.
Poop is raining from the ceilings. Poop.
And sprinkle in some hashtag Florida Man for flavor.
Florida man. Florida man. Florida man. Florida man. Florida man.
Florida man.
Florida man quits his Burger King job, steals all of their chicken nuggets.
It's bad news.
Bad news.
With happy music.
Let's rock.
This excuse never works. Trust me, I've tried it. I don't think in the history of mankind, the old I have to go to the bathroom really bad excuse works when you're doing 124 miles an hour at 3 in the morning while you're racing a motorcycle.
Nope, probably not. I just... Full bladder.
If you're doing 10, 15 miles over the speed limit, broad daylight.
You're trying to get home.
Maybe they'll believe you, but if you're doing 124 in a Toyota Camry at 3 in the morning while you're racing a motorcycle, that bathroom thing ain't gonna work, son. It just isn't. Florida Highway Patrol spotting a Toyota Camry and a motorcycle stopped side by side at a traffic light at about 3 in the morning last Sunday. They started racing, speeds well over 100 miles an hour. The motorcycle hit more than 140. While the Camry ended up going at 124, troopers later stopping the Camry. And the 24-year-old driver, a guy named David Stone, claimed he was speeding because he, quote, had to use the bathroom. Charged with driving without a license, excessive speed, and racing. Police still looking for the motorcycle rider.
The Camry driver did not have a license. That's red flag number one. Number two, this is all happening at 3 in the morning. Where they're going at 3 in the morning, I do not know.
Not to the bathroom is not where they're going.
No. Sounds like they're meeting up to race.
Yeah.
Probably.
3 in the morning. Bathroom excuse. Not going to work.
I am speed.
Yeah.
My wife's in the back having a baby. I had to.
That one, if you actually have a legit wife in the middle and it's crowning and like there's this, okay, all right, here we go. Get behind me and let's, like maybe slow it a little down, keep it under 70. Here's something creepy. A 22-year-old man enrolled in a Minnesota high school using a false identity.
They just feel very unsafe, and they were really hurt by it. I think we'll be having some pretty tough conversations.
How did it happen? My first initial reaction, I wasn't quite sure what to think, because it's like, how does a 22-year-old get into school? It just doesn't seem real. People need to be aware that there is a predator, not only in our neighborhood, but at our children's school.
You never know who you're with, and why did this man have access to all these students?
Now, I went back to high school at the age of 20, but they knew I was coming. And
they didn't think you were 17?
No. They knew I was 20. I had to have multiple meetings with all of the principals of the school, not to mention the superintendent of the school, and explain my, what I was doing and why I wanted to do it. And I ended up going back and I graduated, and it was great. But I wasn't there to, like, be around 16-year-olds.
This is somebody who's trying to be...
Sounds like it. Individual, because this guy, again, fake identity.
Yeah,
That's got
so he's
nefarious
pretending
reasons.
to be younger so he can be around kids.
White Bear Lake, Minnesota, school officials investigating after an adult appeared to have fraudulently enrolled as a student at White Bear Lake Area High School. The principal there, Russell Reitz, informing families about the incident in an email explaining that the district received reports of someone over the age of 21 enrolled in the schools. Preliminary investigation found the individual appeared to use fraudulent documentation under a false identity to enroll person now in custody and is prohibited from entering any district property. Rest assured that the safety and well-being of all the students top priority. Grateful for staff members, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, finding the adult who's trying to pretend he's a child, to be around, be in the locker room, be in the classes.
Be wherever he's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Creepy. This 22-year-old trying to get back into the school.
Oh, back to school to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
Yeah. Creepy.
Maybe he, hit his peak in high school and he, you know what I mean? And feels like
It's like, what is that movie?
Maxed out and he can't go anywhere else in life. Nothing great is happening. He's going to go back and try to do it all over again. Join the football team or
what the
whatever
hell's
it was.
that movie with the stupid Moxon? Varsity Blues. The guy that keeps going to the school parties, and he's like, he graduated like 30 years ago, and he's like, yeah, I've been coming to these parties since the 80s.
Max, that was his peak.
Yeah, dude. Time for you to move on. These parties aren't for you anymore. North Korea. It's good when Kim Jong-un has got something to say. His regime is apparently using undercover agents and neighborhood patrols to crack down on women with capitalist breast implants.
The government's going to get involved in breast implants? Is that what you're saying?
In North Korea. Catching those carrying out and undergoing cosmetic procedures who now face being sent to labor camps. Is America that bad? I know a lot of people don't like it here right now, but man, oh man. Imagine you're walking around with a great set of honkers, and all of a sudden some government dude comes up and says, you're going to labor camp.
Yeah, how are they finding these people?
In one case, a doctor who performed breast augmentation surgery was put on trial, along with 2 women who underwent the illegal procedure. Medical school dropouts said to be using silicone smuggled in from China in a procedure at his home when he was caught. So maybe there is a little bit of legitimacy. These guys sound like criminals themselves, right? They're doing stuff that's illegal.
Yes.
Just to get some nicer boobies.
Well,
I don't know if you want some undercover agent patrolling your neighborhood looking for a nice set of honkers.
Well, I do have big breasts.
I was born this way, man. He's a real.
Prove it.
Prove it. Exactly. Now you got the guy that's, North Korea. Kim Jong-un apparently checking women for capitalist breast implants.
Those breasts can be quite large.
Yes, they can, Shaw. Yes, they can.
They're natural and they're beautiful. What is that?
They're real and they're spectacular.
There we go.
And for the record, they're real,
and they're spectacular.
I bet they are. I bet they are. Guy in New York saw a tow truck driver putting his truck up on the hook and said, not on my watch. Then got in the tow truck, stole it, and drove away and bashed into a whole bunch of other vehicles on the road.
Put the truck down. Get away from this truck.
Oh my gosh.
Lots of smashing into cars.
Stole my truck. That's crazy. Call the police, man. The adrenaline was going.
Obviously, there's video of this incident. This happened back in September, I believe. New York man who stole a tow truck as its operator sought to repossess his vehicle, then proceeded to crash the tow truck and his truck on the back into an assortment of parked cars. As witnesses recorded the automotive mayhem, has now pled guilty to felony charges.
So he's just swinging around and hitting parked cars with it?
Yeah.
Sounds fun, by the way. I do have to say that it's
definitely something to do in GTA, not the real world. Maybe after, the zombie apocalypse.
It sounds a little bit fun.
In a deal with prosecutors, Russell Leoza copped last week to a grand larceny charge stemming from the wild incident Initially entering a plea of not guilty to a host of charges, viral videos of the tow truck heist left him without a real defense, because here he is on video and a whole bunch of videos. Obviously doing this, saying he's not, all the things. And sentenced on November 3rd, scheduled to be sentenced on November 3rd for third-degree felony. The charge carries a maximum penalty of 7 years in prison. His plea deal does not call for a term of incarceration. Prosecutors, however, agreeing to a sentence of 3 years probation and a bunch of fines. Also has to go to some kind of anger management course, but yeah.
It wasn't me.
Oh, it was him.
It wasn't me.
Much like it was the woman in Kentucky who was also caught on video. Damaging a Little Caesars pizza place because they told her that the extra sauce wasn't free. Louisville police say Brianna Haynes was arrested for criminal mischief.
How much destruction for sauce?
Called in an order, and when she came to pick it up, she asked for extra sauce. The worker there explained it was $1. And that's when she went nuts. Surveillance video shows her knocking items off the counter, including the register and a whole bunch of other stuff, the cup holders, the napkins, all the stuff that's on the counter. Right? Whatever she can get her hands on goes onto the floor and gets thrown at the workers. She's alleged to have caused more than $1,000 in damage, and probably going to get a fine or something along those lines for that. Not good. Little Caesars, $1 extra for sauce.
Pizza.
Right, you're getting 2 larges for like $5, aren't you?
Pretty normal, no matter where you go. Pretty normal to pay extra for sauce, right? Especially it's extra sauce. You already get the one sauce. Last but not least, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Mm-hmm.
You might remember earlier this week when we were talking about things to look forward to in the month of October. One of them is this Chad Powers series where the guy loses his ability to play football because he did something stupid. So then he wears a disguise to try out again.
Yeah.
Misses doubtfiring it.
Son, it's time to face it. Your football career is over.
We're here on the grandest stage in American sports, Kirk. And for Russ Holiday, a chance to do something special.
You were showboating and you blew the game.
They can't get him. This is insane. Oh, my goodness.
Georgia's picked the ball up.
Georgia is going to win a championship.
What was Holiday thinking?
It's time for you to move on.
There's just one problem, Dad. I'm not done with football.
South Georgia's having open tryouts. I'm going to do a Mrs. Doubtfire, but with football.
Now, I have no desire to watch this thing.
It's like supposedly a very dark tongue-in-cheek comedy thing.
But when I found out that the Hawk Tuah girl is in it,
shush,
I'm all about it. And the best part about it is that she wasn't originally supposed to be in it. She basically stole this other girl's part. And the girl found out that her part got stolen by the Hawk Tuah girl while she was having her friends over to watch this as a group. Here's me in this Chad Powers thing. Check out how awesome I am.
Oh, no, she thought she was still in it?
Yes, she didn't know she got her part taken out and replaced by Hawk Tuah.
Oh.
Hulu has a new football comedy called Chad Powers.
Yes.
Tells the story of Russ Holiday, played by Glenn Powell, as a superstar quarterback whose career comes to a disastrous halt 8 years after he gets canceled. He uses his prosthetics to disguise himself as Chad Powers, walks on to tryouts, gets a second chance at pro football as a South Georgia Catfish QB. The 2-episode premiere, which happened earlier this week, covered a lot of ground, even including a surprise cameo from Haley Welch, a.k.a. the Hawk Tuah girl. His character becomes apparently excited to meet her in a club where he recites the classic "Spit on that thing," which turns her off so much that she asks him not to tell anybody that they met. Comedian Brittany Ray Carrera, however, posted a video to her social media accounts claiming that Chad Powers unknowingly replaced her with Hawk Tuah.
So they're gathered there. They're having a watch party, essentially.
Yes.
And here we go. Here's my part. It's coming up. It's coming up.
You mean this?
With the dopest people, we got my...
Right now, this is my scene.
We've been together for a long time.
This is my scene. I'm responding to what he's saying right now.
We got Haley, Tuah,
Well. Wait, Hawk Tuah? They literally, this is my scene.
Sister,
Did you come in later?
No, this is literally my scene. I was fine. I was like, all right, film this.
Make an announcement.
You were not in the scene! Oh my god! I just literally just realized that I can't replace my hot to
I don't know if it's real. I have no idea. All I know is the video's great. She loses her effing mind.
She does.
She's supposed to be in the scene. She realizes it's not me. It's the Hawk Tua.
I've
her
already
friends.
filmed this. This is the part where
Are you coming on later? No, they got me with the Hawk Tua.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk to and spit on that thing. You get me?
I love it.
So apparently she actually then also posted photos of her when she was in the wardrobe, getting her hair and makeup done in the trailer. So it can't be completely made up.
Wow. And maybe they filmed more than one person for this role, and it just worked out they like the Hawk Tua better. Who doesn't like the Hawk Tua, Gene? It's wonderful.
But they didn't let her know that it wasn't going to be until she's watching the show.
Whole
That's
group
kind
of friends,
bad.
popcorn popped, fizzy drinks ready to go. Looks like a very comfortable couch that everybody's sitting on. Big moment on the big screen. Me and Chad Powers and, Hawk Tua. You got to spit on that thing.
Apparently not uncommon for actors who land small roles to be recast or have their scenes cut out. And sometimes they don't even find out until they're actually watching it.
Yeah, Hawk Tua. The gift that keeps on giving. Bad news, happy music. We'll get to our daily check-ins after Metallica.
Rock Mornings with Brian and Gene. Find them online at rockmornings.com. Call.
Hello.
Email.
I tried emailing you.
Text. So many ways to check in with us. Check. We rely on you guys for traffic updates, requests, and all sorts of other stuff.
Check this out.
Rockmornings.com is the website where you can find all of our contact info. If you want to get in touch with us, we just got a very nice text message from our guy, Smokin' Joe.
Oh.
Said, good morning, Rock. I got home around 9 last night, tired and slept this morning. Thanks for letting me share some of your time. Did you check around the perimeter? Did you bring old Smokey with you just in case? We got to get this thing on the radio. We need to make this happen.
That was so nice to see him. And then
we've known Smokin' Joe forever.
Ever.
He's been listening to our station, our program since day one, since before day one. And yesterday he unveiled a story unlike any other.
He wears a 10-gallon hat, and he drove from here back to his home in Wyoming. 13 hours. I'm glad to hear that you made it safe.
I want to share his story with our listeners. I think they would enjoy this story that he has to share.
We'll see.
Jody texted in that we should call your OnlyFans Gene's Bushy Basil. Want some basil? Thanks for tuning into my OnlyFans.
Okay, so I'm not good at OnlyFans.
Here's my shoulder.
Would you think that
Would you like me to put a leaf of basil on my shoulder, my exposed shoulder?
I would be good at that.
Look at these ankles.
Knowing me for as long as you
Let
have.
me pull up my floor-length skirt so you can see my ankles.
You call me outside Gene.
I know you're outside Gene. Jody also said, Office Corps seems to know more about OnlyFans than I was expecting. LOL. I think there's a whole lot of stuff about Office Corps that we don't know, and we're just scratching the surface here. Look, we've only been talking Office Corps for 6-8 months, somewhere around there?
Oh, yeah, at least.
Yeah. So we got a real download of the situation right off the top with the whole
I know that.
Strangers living in
that
her house
gal's
thing.
glass is always half full, though.
Oh, yeah. Bait Shop Ben is envisioning a Primus parody, Gene's Big Basil Bush, LOL.
I like Bait Shop Ben. He's got a little...
I like Big Basil, and I cannot lie. You other girls can't deny that when Gene's in the back and she's
my big bushy basil.
She's taking a large whack at the basil, right? We may get a parody song. All I know is Gene's got too much effing basil in her backyard.
I do not have too much. It's the end of the season here. Trying to get as much as I can.
Bill texted in, said, thanks for thinking outside the box. It's in reference to Cora, obviously, unboxing things. Ryan, with a great workaround, said, couldn't you just ask Jeeves instead of Googling it?
Yeah. Give up
No,
Google.
you have a poor person to Google where you're going.
If you learn a new skill.
If you're a rich and famous guitarist that travels the world and earns money playing in concerts and all sorts of stuff, someone else is doing the Googling.
Because you would have amazing guitar skills.
Chris said, what is Gene's OnlyFans handle? We say green jeans.
I don't know. I was
such a boy.
So
for someone who's been doing this job for this many years, you'd think you'd be a little more creative every once in a while. You just can't fire things off every once in a while.
Not in that realm, no.
Like them green jeans.
What?
Dale texted in, said, when did Jake Paul and Tyson fight? I saw them slow dance recently, but no fight. Love the show. Yeah, that wasn't much of a fight. I was trying to remember because John Cena's final match coming up in December, and it was the Logan Paul and Mike Tyson boxing match where they had some kind of weird sort of VIP box that was like $100,000 or something like that. Thank you very much to Colton, who sent in that, what?
How about the fresh harvest?
There you go. Now you're talking.
The garden. Welcome to my garden of delights.
Perfect. See? Did you Google all that?
Yeah, I did.
You lost your ability to Google?
I'm the naughty botanist.
Ooh, there you go. See, Cora had that stuff right on the tip of her tongue. You have to Google it.
I did. I'm not wired like that. My poor husband.
I love squirrels. I love eating squirrels. Growing basil. It's my thing. It's my jam. Naughty botanist. You're not naughty, though. I mean, like...
See, that's why I mean...
I mean, like, you'd have to, like, be a little...
Welcome to my garden of delight.
Oh, my God. Jean on OnlyFans. Her niche is picking basil. I'm sure there's already some chick out there with her rack out picking basil and rubbing it on her nipples.
Probably.
She probably got you beat.
The herbal sensation.
What if you wore basil bikinis? Like you made a bikini out of basil and it was just like 2 pieces here and 1 piece down here.
Welcome to my secret garden.
All right, Bruce Springsteen, relax. Thanks for listening. Have a great rest of your Thursday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.